What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new tactics video, and today I'm going to be bringing you Thomas Frank's fantastic 4-3-3. It's an absolute joy to use, and trust me, you want to be tested it. If you guys do enjoy the tactics on this channel, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and also do turn on notifications. And if you do want to come over to the streams as well, I am live basically every single evening, so do come over. The link's going to be on the screen, in the description, and also pinned in the comment section. So hopefully I get to see a few of you guys come over. I love talking to you guys, and it means the world to me. So, we're going to kick things off then with Brentford, obviously his current side. And what we done in this division was utterly insane. We won the Premier League with Brentford. I am going to be real. Liverpool had a very sort of off-season. They got so many draws, it was unreal. 9 draws coming in for Liverpool. As you can see here, against some of the teams, it was absolutely incredible. One of them being us, actually, which they did draw against. So, we were able to win the Premier League and also win the Carabao Cup, which, in my opinion, just the Carabao Cup would have been an achievement. The partner alongside of the Premier League is absolutely incredible. Something we love to see with this Brentford side. Again, a lot of the teams sort of fallen off a little bit. Man City not having a great season either. Man United, obviously Arsenal, Chelsea, but Liverpool probably would have won it if they wouldn't have drawn so many games. But we're not gonna complain. At the end of the day, we are Premier League champions. Ivan Toney contributing 31 goals. The star man at Brentford, obviously one of the biggest players in their team, probably the biggest by a long shot actually. What a guy he is. In terms of the data hub, we are gonna have a little look. Goals per game sitting at 2.34, conceded per game sitting at 0.95, and pass completion sitting at 81.96. So, do you know what? Not the most outrageous goals per game margin we've seen on this channel, but it gets the job done. It plays really, really well. And obviously, Brentford technically are an underdog side in this division. They are predicted to finish 11th place. So, to be doing this well with a team like this sums up how good this tactic can perform. And then we go over to Bayern Munich. Obviously, you wanted to test with a powerhouse. Brentford are sort of the mid-table side. Bayern are going to be the powerhouse, and it was an absolutely incredible season. This is going to be the win percentage you were talking about. It's an absolute dominating season. 31 wins, only 2 draws, and only 1 loss across the entire season. A great goal difference. Thomas Müller contributing with 26 goals. It's great to see him still going. He's one of the players which I swear, he does not seem to ever age, in my opinion. Sadio Mane dropping a 7.54 match rating. Unfortunately, not the best display in the Champions League. Goretzka actually picking up the most goals in that competition. We did, however, win the Pokal and the Super Cup, so it does make it a treble-winning season over in Germany. And the data hub also is going to look very generous, sitting at an 85% pass completion, 3.35 goals per game, and a conceded goal tally of only 0.53. So a really impressive set of stats there, in my opinion. Obviously, we are going to see more goals with this team because the team is a lot better going forward. Better attacking players equals more goals. Fairly common sense, and do you know what? An absolute joy to test with. We then go over and test with Wigan. Obviously, this is going to be the severe underdog team, predicted to finish 24th in this tally, which obviously is going to be rock bottom, as you can see. Let me go down. There we go. We actually managed to win a division. Not a great display in the cups, but I'm really not fussed because we have literally turned the prediction on its head and come top of the division. Not by much. We didn't win the division by much, and we did pick up a few losses, but the fact we've done that just shows how well this tactic performs with underdog teams, bottom of the pile teams, and also the elite teams. In terms of the data hub, we are going to have a little look. We're looking at 2.39 goals per game and conceded sitting at only 1.04. So very impressive stuff coming out there, and a pass completion of 80%, which I'm going to take because at the end of the day, we're not one of the best teams in the league. So to be doing it this well, I'm really, really happy with. And now we are going to break down the tactic, but before we are, please can you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. This helps out more than you can imagine. Liking a video makes the video more suggestive in the algorithm, and it makes the channel more discoverable. So it helps out an absolute bunch. It would mean the absolute world to me, and thank you for doing that. Any support is highly appreciated. But let's go ahead and break down this tactic. So as you're going to see in what is going to be Friday's video, which I'm going to sort of explain more why the video is going to be changing a little bit, we actually got an idea from a viewer to not only include the tactic I'm releasing, but also include a tactic tweak version, attacking and defensive version. And that is what we're going to do. So please leave a comment if you like the new format to these videos, or if you want me to add in anything else, possibly go back to watching some goals from a game, or anything else you want to see, do let me know. But obviously, I know the most popular parts of the videos are the tactic breakdowns. That's exactly what we're going to do. So as you can see here, we're going to have the normal version, which you're going to be downloading. We've got an attacking version, a defensive version. So we've literally got every area covered. Now, you can only download one of these from FM Scout. I can't upload 3. So I will say this right now. Twitch subscribers and Patreon members are going to be able to get all 3 downloads pretty much directly. But you're not forced to support the channel, because you are more than welcome to copy these tactics. We are going to spend a lot of time, or a little bit of time, going over them. So please do stick around for the whole tactic breakdown, because it helps the channel out massively as well. But let's go ahead and break down Frank's 4-3-3. So, to kick things off then, it's going to be based around a custom vertical tiki-taka, believe it or not, on a positive mentality in possession, fairly wide, pass into space, overlap left and right, run at defence with a slightly higher tempo, and a slightly shorter passing directness. We then also partner this with mixed crosses, because it is nice to get a variety of different balls into the box, especially in this system. In transition, you want counter press and counter, distribute to the flanks and take long kicks. If you're wondering why, look up Raya's long pass completion. Typically, Raya goes long with his passes, and they go to the wide areas because the inside forwards sort of drop in and they pick up the ball. That's exactly what we've replicated here. Out of possession, you want a higher defensive line, a high press line of engagement, more often, and prevent short goalkeeper distribution. In terms of the player roles, we've got a sweeper keeper on support, on more direct passes and take more risks. We then have a fullback on support, run wide, shoot less often, get further forwards and stay wider. On the left-hand side, it's exactly the same, so I'll simply show you one. We then have a central defender on defend, on stay wider, shoot less often, dribble less, and also hold position. And then next to him, a ball-playing defender on defend, on stay wider, take more risks, and hold position. Going over to the three in midfield, we have a defensive midfielder on defend, shoot less often, dribble less, and also hold position, and a box-to-box on support, on dribble more, get further forwards, move into channels, and also roam from position. To finish the midfield off, the central midfielder on support is going to be shoot less often, get further forwards, and also move into channels. And then the most important part of the team, the inside forwards, and I'm going to explain this right now. Pretty much, these are going to be sitting narrower, because it means that these fullbacks can overlap. They do provide the width, and it works really well. The worst thing, you don't want to be seeing, obviously, the fullback obviously being exactly here, because it's pretty useless. So the fact that these obviously do drop in a little bit, come inside, helps out massively. And they are going to be on exactly the same, so I'm going to show you one. Inside forward on attack, sit narrower, dribble more, cut inside, take more risks, cross less often, and also get further forwards. And to finish it off, obviously in this system, a press and forward on attack, move into channels, close down more, and tackle harder. And that is going to be the default version. Now, we do all the testing with this version, so if you like the results, you can simply stick to this one. But I would recommend just applying these other two tactics as well. You have 3 tactic slots, you may as well use them, right? And we've got to kick things off with the attack and version. And as you can see, we are going to go over all of the tweaks. There's a few tweaks. There's a few tweaks. So I'm going to talk over the main ones, and obviously you can see for yourself the other ones. Again, if you are a Twitch subscriber or a Patreon member, be sure to join the Discord and actually link up your accounts, because then you can download all of these and you get pre-access on the tactics as well. You get the tactics usually around 2 to 3 hours before, so it is definitely worth it. But here we go then. So as you can see, the main focus on this one, we go from positive to attacking. You can also see in a blink of an eye, a couple of positions change. The centre mid goes on to attack, he gets a lot more involved, and the DM actually goes on to support, which makes all the difference. It really does. And in terms of the in possession, so attacking mentality, by the way, in possession, we're now going to have a few things. Obviously, I'm going to read out everything in case I don't miss anything. But we're going to have fairly wide pass into space, overlap left and right, standard, a higher tempo, run at defence and be more expressive. In transition, you want counter press, counter, distribute to the flanks and take long kicks. And out of possession, a higher defensive line and a high press line of engagement with more often, and also prevent short goalkeeper distribution. And that's going to be the attack and tactic broken down. This is the ideal one to obviously chase games, get back into a game, just the one if you're desperate for a goal. Because trust me, it's helpful having all 3 tactics loaded, because it saves you guys, clicking on this, changing positions. It gets really repetitive. So having them all loaded is going to help out massively. And now the 4-3-3 on defense, and you are going to see some changes. So the first one, obviously from the start, the first one's positive, the attacking's attacking, and this one is balanced, the more sort of, balanced defending out a game style. The inside forwards actually drop to a supportive role. The centre mid goes back to support. The DM goes back to defend. In possession, you're going to see the be more expressive taken off. The slightly higher tempo, standard, overlap left and right, pass into space, standard, and obviously just run at defence purely for the counter-attack and purposes. In transition, you've got exactly the same counter press, counter, distribute to the flanks, and take long kicks. The reason my counter's still on is because although we're sealing out a game, we have a natural threat on the counter, so it makes sense to still have that on. Out of possession, which is going to be the last thing, You want a standard defensive line. We are going to drop it a little bit. We don't want to go too low, but dropping it from higher to standard sort of makes the team overall a lot more balanced across the park. And more often, prevents your goalkeeper distribution and also high press line of engagement. Now, one thing I would recommend, but I haven't done, you can have get stuck in him. If you're happy to take an old tactical foul, this could be an idea, but I don't like having it on too much anymore because I know you guys get very annoyed with the bookends. But that is going to be all 3 of the tactics broken down. And I'm really enjoying making these videos like this because at the end of the day, it saves you guys a lot of time chopping and changing every single game. You can simply copy it or be a subscriber, etc., etc., whatever you wish to do. That is all optional, by the way. Obviously, it does help out massively, but it's not expected. Just simply liking the video means the absolute world to me. It really does. The support you guys have been given so far is absolutely mind-blowing. It genuinely is. So thanks again. But that is going to be it for me today, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, do come over to the Twitch as well. It's in the description and also going to be in a pinned comment. And I'll see you in the next video.